Hey, friends. Today we're going to have a conversation around deconditioning. This has become a space that has been interesting to watch how people approach deconditioning. Deconditioning actually means to go inside and clean out your junk drawer. What do I mean by that? Well, if we were to just take a look at the Ajna Center is the conceptualizing process that we go through. And beliefs, opinions, formulas, and realizations are four of the ways how the collective conditions what we think of ourselves. So you might have had a conversation with a teacher or a parent, or maybe it was a boss or an authority figure, and they told you that you would never amount to anything. The conscious mind is the filtration system. Your personality is designed to only think in a range of process. That's what the personality crystal, the personality side, the black in your human design body graph. That's the range of how your actual personality is designed to filter. However, the subconscious mind has no filter. It's waiting for you to consciously, accept beliefs and opinions and formulas and realizations from other people, or deny them. The beautiful part of human design is the discernment process. It's the discernment process. And discernment takes into consideration your personality and also the unconscious body design aspect. So when you're looking at design, you want to be able to merge those two energy fields together and recognize, how are these conditioned patterns, how are they showing up in your subconscious mind? How are they holding you back? One way to understand that is to actually look at all of your openness. Because what the open energy shows you is that that's how people are coming into your life. That's how the transits drop in information. The neutrino stream is flowing through there, because this is your quote unquote vacuum that you're sucking everything into your design through all that openness. Now you want to recognize, how did that subconscious mind, what's sitting in there based off of these experiences? That's what the deconditioning process is. Now, there's some confusion around this. People want more information around deconditioning, and that's impossible. Why is that impossible? Because think of a junk drawer, okay? Just think of a junk drawer in your kitchen. You've been throwing stuff in there. That's the subconscious mind. Maybe a husband or a kid or a family member, they were all throwing stuff in there. Teacher threw something in there, a boss threw something in there. And you have all this stuff in this junk drawer. And you open it up and you're like, why am I saving all of this? But then you just close it and you let it sit there. That's the subconscious mind. In order to decondition, you don't want to put more information in there. You want to pull out everything that's in that junk drawer and start to decondition and discover, oh, why do I have this participation ribbon from grade school? Why do I have that in my junk drawer? What does that represent for you? What happened on that day? Was that the day that you felt that you failed or succeeded? Was that the day that someone recognized you or didn't recognize you? You want to discover what is in that junk drawer. And no coach can do this for you. We can ask you the questions, we can pull that out. I can look at someone's design and recognize all that openness and help you pull that out. But It's your discovery. It's your self-discovery process that's going to help you transition into the next phase of who you are. And something that's very interesting with the deconditioning process, you have to be bold. You have to be daring. How do I know that? Because that 5125 tells us that in order for us to break free from the tribe, that goes from the ego, the heart center, into the identity center, that 5125, it's so important. It's such an important channel. It's a projected energy field. We have to recognize, we must recognize what initiated us into the concept that we currently hold of ourselves, and also how can we discover what's in there so that we can mature into the next self-discovery phase of who we are. So in the deconditioning process, lean in, see what is sitting in your subconscious mind, and begin to recognize why all those things are in there. What did they represent for you? Whose belief, whose opinion are you storing in there? And also, how is that junk drawer holding you back from a brand new way of being? So deconditioning is a self-analysis. It's a self-assessment process. And we also know this because in the 20th gate, in that contemplative gate, self-assessment is built right in there. And in order for us to awaken, that self-assessment has to be available. Okay? So I would love for you guys to drop any of your comments here, ask questions as well around, like, what's your self-discovery process? Are you just trying to get the information and hoping that the information provides you with the deconditioning? Or are you actually diving deep into that deconditioning process and going into that junk drawer, going into that subconscious mind and pulling out all these things that you have stored in there and actually getting very curious and dare to find out why you are holding on to this? Dare to find out so that that next best version of you can step in and come forward. All right, friends, this was a quick one today, but deconditioning is foundational so that your human design, your decision making, your discernment process can really get defined so that you're not putting everybody's opinions and beliefs into that subconscious mind. You're actually learning how to filter what is correct for you to believe and those correct opinions for you to hold. Okay? All right, friends, take care.